All right, everybody, welcome back to Bludgeon TV. I'm coming to you with another replay cast from last night's Division C Insanity. There were so many matches last night, they couldn't all get casted, so I'm firing some more at you right now. Now, luckily for you, I have no idea what happened in this match, so I'm coming in completely unspoiled. I'll be surprised by everything that happens, and you can just follow along and enjoy the ride, even if you know what happens. Maybe you were in that game, and you're going to laugh at my reactions to something that happened. So it should be fun for everybody involved. All right, so to give you some context on this match, I asked one of the players to tell me what the heck was going on here, as I haven't casted that many Division C games, and so I really don't know much about the standings, but all of the nonsense, all of the matches last night really seemed to be about playoff seeding. So these teams are fighting to get a good spot in the playoffs or even to make the playoffs. So going into this match, Reborn Knights Black in the blue on the left side. They had 3 matches last night, and they were hoping to dominate all of them, and if they could do that, they could grab first seed. So they dominated the number 1 team already, and they just wanted to keep that rolling. On the other side, Frank's Furters. Before this match, they were sitting in the last playoff spot, so they're sitting just in contention for playoffs, but they hadn't necessarily clinched it, and so they're looking to, get as many points as they can to hang on to their playoff spot. All right, so that's what I know about this match coming in. I hope that was accurate. And looking at the picks and bans here, now I don't know the order of the picks. I don't know what was banned. I don't know what maps were banned. That's information that I don't have, but who cares? So just look at the team comps here. We're going to Warhead Junction. We're going to be dropping nuclear bombs on people. This is serious, okay? Nuclear armament and nuclear weaponry is not a joke. And actually, I, for one, don't think we should be playing games that make it a joke. But, here we are. So we've got Vala, Rhaegar, Malthael, Johanna, and Lieutenant Morales. Okay, so double support over on one side and single support on the other side is the first thing I notice here. We've got Rhaegar and Lieutenant Morales. Now, that is a pretty dynamite healing team there. You've got Rhaegar for the AoE healing, and you've got Lieutenant Morales for the crazy, heal somebody up to full healing, which I still don't know how they made that work in this game, but somehow it seems to work. We've got Johanna as a really, really strong front line tank, and Vala and Malthael for the damage. All right, that's cool. Let's have a look over at Frank's Furters, by the way. I love that team name. I love that logo. Good job, Frank, and your Furters. So we've got Sonya, Greymane, Dahaka, Lunara, and Stukov. Now, this is a different kind of team comp here. Dahaka, strangely, I haven't seen Dahaka used in quite a long time. There was a period of time where Dahaka was pretty much first ban, first pick in every game that I looked at. But this is the first game I'm going to see a Dahaka in a long time. And I think Dahaka is a really nice pick on Warhead Junction. It's a really large map, which means global mobility is better than it is on smaller maps. Obviously, being able to zoom around the map is really advantageous. It allows you to soak XP in one lane while your team is doing something else, stalling out a team fight somewhere else on the map, and you can just kind of roll down there whenever you need to with the brush stock. So that's cool. Sonya joining the front line there. Greymane for the burst, and Lunara is going to be the sort of persistent damage dealer around the backside, and we've got Stukov as the healer. All right, now again, double support versus single support. So it's going to be incumbent on Frank's Furters to try to get someone killed over in the side of Reborn Knights Black, and they've got to do it fast if they can. Now, they don't have anything like a hook or anybody to kind of isolate somebody down other than Dahaka with the isolation, potentially. So maybe, a tongue grab onto somebody could help that occur. But just looking at the team comps, as someone I'm a caster, but I don't know what the hell I'm talking about with this game. It looks to me like the team comp over on Reborn Knights Black is just kind of a stronger all-around team fighting comp, but we'll see what Frank's Furters can do with that global mobility. So, with that said, let's just get right into this game. All right, so We'll click on the game thing, and we should be good to go. So here we are. All right. Boom. We're in. Reborn Knights Black versus Frank's Furters. This is happening. So over on Reborn Knights Black, we've got the Pie Maker on Vala, Zadok playing Rhaegar, Crafty Devil on Malthael, Mr. Conductor on Johanna, and Subway Slayer playing Lieutenant Morales. Over on the right side, it's going to be Frank's Furters, and we've got Dallying Pig playing Sonya, Boggs on Greymane, Cruncher77 playing Dahaka, Magic Master on Lunara, and Indecisive playing Stukov. All right, so the game is underway. We've got Indecisive grabbing that vision. That'll make them a little bit more secure in knowing where people are. Cruncher appropriately hanging out in that brush. Quick look at the early talents. We're going to be a Hungering Arrow build. Not too much of a surprise there. Lightning Bond for Rhaegar. That makes it really easy for Rhaegar to solo mercenary camps, which is a very nice thing for your support to be able to do. What else? Yeah, Growing Infestation. Yeah, this seems to have become sort of the new default Stukov level 1 talent ever since they nerfed the Spine Launcher. And I like it. Giant Silence Zone is pretty sweet. Mr. Conductor getting a nice pull onto 3, and oh my goodness! Poor Lieutenant Morales just got wrecked. I guess it was a minion that got the kill, or perhaps a tower. I missed it, unfortunately. I was too busy admiring Stukov's lurking arm. Sorry about that. Everyone in the chat, everyone watching the channel, welcome. I hope you have fun watching this replay cast with me, as I'm going to have fun casting it. Mr. Conductor getting... Oh my goodness! Just managed to get out of that silent zone in time to activate the Johanna trait, which is called Iron Skin. So, good job there. Alright, taking a look up in the top lane. It's going to be Cruncher versus Pie Maker and Subway Slayer. Kind of two food-themed heroes. I think Cruncher taking a lot of damage there. Looks like he might have already used that well, so just going to have to kind of stand there. Alright, nuclear warheads coming up.
Warheads have been deployed.
They have been deployed. Zedok is going to grab that first one. Oh! Just interrupted by Indecisive. Crafty Devil now kind of in the middle of a lot of enemy attention. Malthael, I think, is going to go down, and he is. So that's 2 kills now over on the side of Frank's Furters. They got the early blood advantage anyway, but Dahaka got picked off up top. Man, I keep missing these kills. All right, Subway Slayer is going to grab that nuke. We'll see whether it gets used. They're going to nuke that bottom one, so they decide to go for the all-around damage there. As we know with the nuclear bombs, the most damage is in the center. So the center damage was, you know, kind of wasted there in a sense, but in exchange they got damage on all of these structures.
Hero slain.
Lunara got killed up top. Subway Slayer going to go down next. Kills going back and forth here. All right, is someone going to die in the mid lane? No. Indecisive gets that silence down, but Johanna just walks around it. No big deal there. All right. Apologies to everybody for missing the kills, you know what I mean? But they're just happening fast and furious. Mr. Conductor going to defend against 2 in the mid lane there. Rhaegar making use of that Lightning Bond, grabbing a hold of that mercenary camp. That is, I believe, the first mercenary capture of the game so far. Looks like they've sent 3 mid to clear out at least that mana well, so good job for them. Cruncher pulling Subway Slayer into his base range, but it doesn't really amount to anything. As Pie Maker takes out that turret, and Cruncher is just going to have to Hearthstone out of there. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Zadok and Crafty Devil, along with some mercenaries, are going to put some damage onto the bottom, but Indecisive, Dallying Pig, and Cruncher with the brush stock coming down, but unfortunately, the tongue grab was missed. Dallying Pig's spear does land. I don't think they're going to be able to get a kill here. Zadok and Crafty Devil just running away. Meanwhile, up in the top, Subway Slayer and Pie Maker wasting no time, taking out that top fort. All right, first fort of the game. Dropped down. Zadok 12, fun, fun, fun. You're damn right, my friend. Fun, fun, fun in the sun, sun, sun. Or at least in the radioactive wasteland that we exist in on this nuclear hellhole. All right. Indecisive Dallying Pig. Staying in this mid lane. Mr. Conductor quite content to defend solo. It's really taking Frank's Furters a long time to do a whole lot down in this bottom lane. Zadok now going to come up to support as well. Subway Slayer defending solo is probably going to have a harder time than the Johanna. It's just kind of a lot of defense all around here.
Warhead deployed.
All right, Warhead's coming up soon. We'll see what happens when the nuclear threat is back on the table. Look at all these nukes. We got 4 nukes spawning. We got a nuke coming up bottom. We got a nuke coming up mid. We got 2 nukes coming up top. And Vision is currently being controlled by Reborn Knights Black. Cruncher grabs that Vision, but wow, Magic Master really on the wrong side of things with that Lunara, but she just hops away merrily, merrily. Coming back in to get a bit more damage onto the Pie Maker, and it looks like the Pie Maker... wow. Subway Slayer just keeping Vala alive, but Dallying Pig finally lands the kill onto that Vala. She's going to pay for it with her own life, though. So it's a 1-for-1, and it looks like Reborn Knights Black is going to grab that nuke up there. Magic Master gets very low and killed Subway Slayer extremely low. I don't think Dahak is going to be able to make that happen, though. 3 members of Reborn Knights Black surrounding that nuke. Cruncher 77 is just going to have to walk away. Stukov making his way up there. Maybe... no. That's going to be the nuke grab. So 2 nukes currently sitting on the side of Reborn Knights Black. 1 nuke currently being held onto by Boggs down in the bottom lane. We'll see what he does with that. Everybody's sitting on nukes. They might be saving them for some kind of boss or team fight situation. We'll just have to see. Pie Maker Oprah, you get a kill. You get a kill. Everyone gets kills. Yeah, I mean, Heroes of the Storm, Oprah Winfrey. I'm guessing, for all I know, the Pie Maker is Oprah Winfrey. I've never seen them in the same place at the same time. All right, so it's going to be a top boss pickup by Reborn Knights Black, and they get it just as Cruncher 77 pokes his head in to take a look. And Cruncher might pay for that curiosity as everybody's focusing on him. The stasis goes down, but I mean, buddy, you're dead. All right, nuke's going to get activated bottom lane. Boggs again deciding to go for the AoE nuclear blast rather than the focused one. I think that may have been a mistake in that case, but at least that one turret did get killed. All right, we've got Boss top lane, Mercenaries top lane, all 5 members of Reborn Knights Black in the top lane, about to grab even more mercenary camps. This is a huge push coming in for the blue team. 4 members of Frank's Furters coming to defend, but that's a nuclear bomb they've got to avoid. This keep is not long for this world, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we saw a couple of moves going down. They managed to get a kill onto Sonya there. So it's a 5v4 with all of this additional pressure, and that keep is gone, destructified. Crafty Devil getting low, but going in with the Tormented Soul is going to get a kill onto Crutcher 77. Only 3 members left alive right now for Frank's Furters. How far are they going to push this? Indecisive might actually... no, he just manages to get away. I don't know whether they can really take the core down at this point, but they're going to go for it, and Vala is going to pay the price for sticking around too long. Dallying Pig getting low, but they're going to put some damage onto Zadok. Magic Master hopping along with the dots. Dallying Pig just healing up off the Whirlwind, and I don't think any more kills are going to happen, except Lunara is kind of on the wrong side of this situation here, but Crafty goes down. Dallying Pig hanging on so long with that Sonya lifesteal and the Whirlwind action. That's 4 kills now picked up by Frank's Furters. Reborn Knights Black sticking around just a little bit too long in that core push. They got the keep. They could have backed out, decided to stick around and try to get a couple kills or maybe the game. It didn't work out for them, unfortunately for them, and they used a nuke on the core as well, but all it did was take out some shield damage, which is regenerating as we speak, so a little bit of a waste of a nuke there as well. So All right, looking at the state of the game here, we've got a keep destroyed in that top lane, which is going to be a real pain in the neck for Frank's Furters, but the XP is dead even at the moment. Everybody on even footing as far as talents goes, as far as health scaling goes. All 5 members of Frank's Furters coming in here. Go for the throat went down on a Subway Slayer, but they just could not quite get the kill. Finally, they do. Boggs going in for it, but he's going to pay with his life for going in deep for that kill. Crafty Devil running around with Tormented Souls, just tormenting everyone's souls. And look at the health bars dropping. Dallying Pig going to go down next. No, the heal saves Sonya. Ancestry Healing props up the Johanna. Sonya dies. Lunara dies. Oh no, Cruncher 77 going to go down. Okay, so smart move. He drops the nuke just to make sure that Reborn Knights Black can't get a hold of it. But that is a lost nuke and 4 more people dead on the side of Frank's Furters. Both teams holding on to a nuke right now. Indecisive sitting on that one. And it's going to be another boss pickup for Reborn Knights Black. I have a feeling they're going to mow through this fort pretty quickly, and then they're probably going to try to move on to that keep. We'll see if they make a diversion for the mercenary camp up there, or what.
Blue team has destroyed a fort.
All right, fort destroyed. Merc's going to be picked up as well. Boss heading towards that bottom keep. Things are looking pretty grim for Frank's Furters right now, but you know, we've seen them pull out a couple of clutch team fights, so they might do it again. Nuke gonna drop down onto Cruncher. Used the stasis, but it wasn't quite timed exactly right, so he still took a bit of damage, but it's healed up pretty quickly. Indecisive taking some damage in the front line. Does not want to lose that nuclear bomb. Holding on to it here. Could be used for a defense, but trying to save it for just the right moment. Boss is going down pretty quickly. They might actually save this keep. Oh, Subway Slayer got pushed way the heck out of there, and Frankfurt is going to try to follow up, but they're pretty low health, and Sonya pays for that aggression. Tormented Souls now in the middle of everybody. Indecisive decides to use his nuke before he dies, but Boggs going to die next. This keep is going to go down after that, and I don't know if Dahaka can hold on to this. This might just be game number 1 here. We'll see. We'll see. It's, you know, I don't want to call it over until it's over, but it's looking pretty over here. Piemaker holding on to that nuke. Might as well use it, buddy. There it goes. Cruncher 77 just kind of walking around watching this. Nothing he can do about it. Rain of Vengeance goes down. They're not going to get a kill onto him as the game ends, but that's game number 1 going over to Reborn Knights Black. So their quest for the Knight of Dominations currently still alive here as they win game number 1 of this match. All right, so great job by Reborn Knights Black. Frank's Furters unfortunately didn't work out for game number 1. We'll see how it goes in game number 2. For everyone watching, thanks for tuning in. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Feel free to click that follow button up there if you feel like it. But let's just get going into game number 2. All right, so game 2. What do we got? I'll leave that up as I just load the next game to get that ready for you so you can see what that draft, or at least what the team comps looked like. All right, so next game is going to be on Towers of Doom. The scary Towers of Doom. Look at all the skulls and green, you know, fell flame and stuff. It's creepy stuff, man. Thematically appropriate. Halloween coming up very soon.
Prepare yourself for battle, hero.
All right. So taking a look at the team comps here, we've got Reborn Knights Black. We've got Cassia, Lucio, Malthael, Johanna, and Tassadar. So they were allowed to get the Johanna and Malthael yet again. 2 heroes that worked out really well for them in game number 1. And this time they're going with the Cassia. Now this is interesting because Johanna is someone who can blind people. Cassia is someone who can really punish the blind. She's got some weird thing. She hates blind people, really picks on them. If you think about it, it's a little bit, I don't know, it's a little bit weird. But that's what she does. Also, she's pretty resistant to auto-attack damage. Looking at the side of Frank's Furters, That's going to protect Cassia from the Vala, but it's not going to protect her from Kael'thas, and it's not even going to protect her from all of Vala's damage, as Hungering Arrow multi-shot can be a pretty significant amount of Vala's DPS as well. Again, it's going to be single support versus double support, but this time it's flipped around. So we've got Lucio as the... Oh, sorry, that's not true. Tassadar is there too. So it's double support, double support. Lucio and Tassadar over for Reborn Knights Black. So you've got the healing and the shielding. Now, Lucio's weakness as a healer is that he doesn't really have any kind of burst healing until around level 16, where he can heal people up pretty quickly. Over on the side of Frank's Furters, however, they have a lot of burst healing. They've got Uther, who's really great at that, really great at just picking somebody up pretty quickly, and they've got Rhaegar, who can fill somebody's health bar a second time with the Ancestral Healing, as well as providing a lot of AoE healing. So I like the support synergy there between Rhaegar and Uther. AoE and burst all at the same time. Looking at the team compositions otherwise, Diablo, pretty strong frontline here. Towers of Doom is a map that is pretty good for Diablo, I think, because it's got lots of nooks and crannies, a lot of walls and things for Diablo to slam you up against. And they're going for Kael'thas and Vala as their damage, so pretty diversified there. We'll see how that goes. So with no further ado, let's just get right into this. And we're rolling. All right. Reborn Knights Black. Who's it going to be? The Pie Maker on Cassia. Zedok on Lucio. Crafty Devil playing Malthael again. Mr. Constructor playing Johanna for the second game in a row. And Subway Slayer is going to be playing Tassadar. Over on the right side, it's Frank's Furters. Come on in for a Frank's. You got Dallying Pig on Diablo. Cruncher 77 playing Rhaegar. Bog's going to be blasting people with fire on Kael'thas. Indecisive, going to be meeting people well with Uther. And this time Magic Master playing Vala. You know, the name doesn't work as well. Vala, not really a magical hero, so we'll see how that anti-name hero synergy works out for this game, but we're into it. It's game number 2 of this series. Mr. Constructor gets a nice triple pull there. What's the name of that ability? Punish. Is that the one? No, it's Condemn. All right. I always forget those things. All right, taking a look at the way teams are splitting up. Reborn Knights Black did a pretty quick split, sending Crafty Devil up top. Pie Maker, Mr. Constructor, Zedok all down in the bottom lane. And Subway Slayer in mid. Tassadar pretty good at all of that wave clear and stuff, but it's against 3 people right now. Dallying Pig got a nice slam, but no follow-up there. All right, so Tassadar going for the Templar's Will, so that's the like laser auto attack talent. Once that builds up, does a lot of damage and even splits up at the end. Malthael soloing right now against Rhaegar in the top lane. All right, so I'm excited to see this. Boggs has decided to go for Flame Strike, the Flame Strike build on Kael'thas. The Convection. I love this. To me, like, if you're going to play Kael'thas, go Convection. Just do it. It's way more fun. Way, way more fun. It's fun for everybody. Everybody gets to watch. Ooh, can he do it? Can he stack it up? If you can, you melt people. If you can't, it's hilarious. So I definitely applaud the courage of going for that talent here. We'll see whether or not Reborn Knights Black can punish him for it. Now, Mr. Constructor does have a talent called Punish, so keep that in mind. Altars activating in 10 seconds. Top left, top right, and mid-bottom. Frank's Furters going for a pick up in the top lane. They're not going to get anybody. We'll see if they can get away with grabbing this altar. Indecisive already most of the way through that channel, being zoned really nicely by Dallying Pig and Cruncher. And they are going to get it. Now, it's going to cost them Vala down in the bottom. But hey, at least it wasn't Boggs, I guess. 1-for-1 altars right now. Can Cruncher finish this channel? Yes, really nice work by Dallying Pig and Indecisive to zone out and make sure they can grab that altar. So 2-1 altar phase so far for Frank's Furters, but it's going to be 2 kills to 0 for Reborn Knights Black. All right, now Boggs, while he's down in the solo lane, he's not getting stacks on the convection, but I suppose he's also not getting killed. But he better be careful. It's pretty far forward as Reborn Knights Black trying to come down there and punish him, but he's smarter than to hang out there by himself. He watched his very special episodes of After School Specials. Don't be in strange territory alone. But he's kind of in strange territory alone, and I think this is going to be reset on those convection stacks. As that's it. Boggs gets wrecked. Trying to fight the Pumpkinhead men by himself. I'm not really sure why a Kael'thas would try to solo a camp there, but anyway, he did, and it didn't work out. Zedok getting very low on that Lucio, but managing to rollerblade all the way out. Magic Master running away to the safety of his base, but Dallying Pig going to get surrounded there. Piemaker getting the kill, and Indecisive going to run away next. So that's 4 kills to 0 at this point for Reborn Knights Black.
Be ready. You must capture
About a level ahead right now. Cruncher coming up, and I guess he used the Wolf Bite on a minion there. Dropping the healing totem just to keep himself alive, I suppose. Alright, so the altars are going to be up. It's just going to be top left and top right. 2 altars to fight over. Probably this is just going to be a split phase here. Cruncher and Magic Master hanging around their side of the map. Subway Slayer hanging around his side of the map. And it's a 1-for-1 trade.
Enough of this charade. Bring down the Gravekeeper's call.
All right, Boggs is just getting chased down here. Nice stun onto Mr. Constructor to kind of push him out of the way. But Piemaker just going to go in here. Boggs going to have to be really careful. Only sitting at 2 stacks currently on that convection. Dallying Pig in the middle of... Oh, nice. Triple hit there on that Flame Strike from Boggs. Does a pretty decent amount of damage, but Reborn Knights Black not terribly concerned, as they have that bottom bell tower now flipping over to their side, so they're not too scared hanging out here. Oh, looks like Rhaegar got wrecked by Malthael up in the top lane. Frank's Furters is... They can barely walk out of the safety of their base at this point. At least down in this bottom lane. Dallying Pig, I heard Frank's Furters was pretty good, no bias. Yeah, I mean, I could go for some Furters right now. Vala, though, gets ruined by Cassia. Level 10 about to be picked up by Reborn Knights Black. That's going to make this power differential even more striking. Subway Slayer just feeding energy beams into Dallying Pig right there. Nice double hit with the Flame Strike for Boggs. Up to 9 stacks on the convection right now. Dallying Pig pushes the Johanna into harm's way, but it's just not enough as Uther gets blinded and murderized. Cruncher 77 is having a hard time leaning against this Malthael here. I mean, how long are they just going to hang out in this bottom lane? It looks like Reborn Knights Black really wants to defend that bell tower. I think it's time they're going to walk away as the altars, well, altar is spawning mid. So actually they're probably going to defend this to try to get the extra shots out of it if they can, and it looks like they can. Frank's Furters just cannot get out of that zone here. They're being penned in. Rhaegar, meanwhile, just zooming all around the map, trying to pick up some XP so they can at least get level 10. Going to clear out this mid-minion wave, and that's going to help, because they're not getting much XP from anywhere else at the moment. Dallying Pig's getting some flashbacks. Yeah, you know what? I should have put a disclaimer on this stream. You know, some violence is occurring. May trigger warning for anyone who is involved in the violence and murder that occurred during this match. All right, Reign of Vengeance catches 2, but Boggs is going to be the one to pay, and that's the convection stacks getting reset again. Oh no! Look at this murder. People are not afraid here. Reborn Knights Black walking into the danger zone even to get those kills. That's 3 members of Frank's Furters burned on the barbecue and thrown into the garbage. Medieval, I like your spirit. Go teams, play good esports. Yeah, that Flame Strike was good, Pie Maker. I liked it. You know, it's just too bad that the convection stacks got reset down to 0 again. At this point, it's going to be a challenge for Boggs to get that quest done before this game is over. Altars coming back in 20 seconds. What's going up top lane? Rhaegar and Crafty Devil here fighting over these things yet again, but I've seen how this works, and typically it's Rhaegar going down. Crunchy 77, no! Malthael murders him again.
Take the altars and put an end to the Gravekeeper.
Okay, so man, oh man, Reborn Knights Black has really defended this bottom bell tower. Medieval, yes, this is a replay cast. This is from last night's Division C Extravagarbanzo when there were tons and tons of matches played and lots of confusion about tiebreakers and points and all kinds of stuff. All right, Phoenix has been used. Boggs managed to tag somebody with a Flame Strike there. They're going to get this bottom bell tower back. Magic Master is going to get destroyed. Apocalypse catches no one. Ancestral Healing goes down, bringing everybody back up to full health on the side of Frank's Furters. Looks like they're kind of going for a chase here, but I don't think they're going to really catch anybody. Subway Slayer not too afraid. Dallying Pig going for the Diablo moves. Sound Barrier gets dropped. Cruncher 77 having to run away. That's a split team, and the Tormented Souls are doing their tormenting. Boggs. Oh boy. Kael'thas drops yet again. Indecisive going to be the next one to fall as Subway Slayer, Mr. Constructor, and Zadok close out that kill. Only Diablo and Vala left alive. Things are looking pretty grim at the moment for Frank's Furters, that is. Things are looking fantastic for Reborn Knights Black. They're looking to close out this series in another domination to fulfill their hopes and dreams of finishing Season 2 in the top of the standings. Looking good so far. They managed to get Vala down. Pie Maker's pretty low, but Dallying Pig is all on his lonesome there. And Diablo gets killed once again. But the thing with Diablo, we know Diablo always comes back to life. Otherwise, there'd only be one Diablo game. But there were 3. Now, how many times has Diablo died in this match? Not sure. All right. Altars are coming up here, and this is starting to get down to the wire for Frank's Furters. They really cannot let these altars to continue to go over to Reborn Knights Black, but there's not a whole lot they can do about it. They're all split up at the moment. Crafty Devil already starting the channel onto that altar. Looks like he's going to get interrupted by Dallying Pig, but at what cost? Apocalypse manages to catch Pie Maker. Cruncher 77 trying to follow it up. Gets the Ancestral Healing onto Dallying Pig. That was pretty nice. But look at that Cassia pull. Wow, speared the heck out of Boggs there. Divine Shield is keeping Diablo alive for the moment. Can they get a kill onto anybody here? Looks like no. Rhaegar dies. Indecisive and Magic Master are going to die at about the same time. Well, Indecisive staying alive a little bit longer than I thought. And it looks like Mr. Constructor just doesn't care about it. So look at the altars. They got captured. The core goes down. It's a 2-0 victory for Reborn Knights Black. Well played by the team there. Domination victory. Another 3 league points for RKB, I suppose. Frank's Furters unfortunately just didn't have enough mustard tonight to put up the fight that they needed to. So 0-2 for them. No points to add to their league total. It's going to make things a little bit harder for them to stay in the playoff race. Again, I have no idea what happened in the rest of the Division C games. Maybe you do. But this makes it much more difficult for Frank's Furters going forward into the playoff standings, at least. Definitely good news for Reborn Knights Black. All right, that's going to be it for this replay cast. Thanks to everybody for watching. I am Bludgeon. This has been Nexus Gaming Series Division C. Tune in next time for more hot and furious action.